Hey there guys, and this is going to be a new series I'm starting which I'm thinking of doing, and so I'd pretty much look for what you guys think of it at all if you want to see any more of these types of things. And it's going to be like an opinion on LoL personalities, whether it's players, coaches, casters or anything like that. And I thought a good place to start is MonteCristo. I thought I was going to start with Doublelift, but obviously that's been overused so much I think I probably will not cover him just because so many different people have done it. So in terms of MonteCristo as a personality, when I first started watching, the first two things I think everyone really notes is he has great game knowledge and insight in terms of why teams do certain things and how to progress in winning the game, or even if you're in losing situations. Especially, this wasn't really shown as his place in a coach as CLG, but I think coach ring requires more than just insight and game knowledge. It requires like obviously being able to deal with individual players in certain ways, handling their personalities and getting the best out of them. But I think, say, in terms of an analyst, or if he was trying to implement plans for a coach to then put in place, he would be extremely good, especially being as he's watching, obviously, the world's best with so many Korean teams. And then I think the second thing most people know is he's just, in general, quite an intelligent guy. In recent times, though, I think a main thing that I kind of don't agree with is that he would rather have an interesting game to watch rather than a fun game to play, in terms of he would cater to the audience that's watching him commentate. And say, with the main example of this is with lane swaps, which I'm pretty sure everyone can agree found incredibly boring to watch, but he seems to think it adds more depth to the game, whereas I feel watching those 2v2 lanes provides a much better insight into the individual talent. He was more looking at teamwork, which can be good, but say in other different types of sports or video games, you would always want to see individual talents being given a chance to shine. Like, imagine if all the awards and everything had gone to Barcelona and Messi in terms of his individual talent hadn't been appreciated at all in any way. That's kind of how he wants League of Legends to be. But say I would love to see the bottom lane, say Deft and Matter, I think might be playing in the same team this season, even if it's just versus like a NA team. If it was previously, obviously it's Doublelift and Bifrost now, but I would have loved to see them versus say like a Doublelift and Aframu bottom lane. So yeah, the main point in terms of that is that I would feel he would rather it be a more in-depth game and have more strategy than actually being fun to play. Whereas to me, at the end of the day, it's really a video game. It's okay for watching and it can be interesting, but I would only really watch video games that I'm interested in playing. So I think first and foremost, the most important thing is the game is required to be fun to actually play rather than have in-depth and to watch. Otherwise, the most popular games in the world would just be the most complicated ones and the ones with the most strategy rather than the ones with the most fun. I did actually used to like him and think he was extremely humble in terms of the way he spoke and the way he acted around other casters as well with Doa, but as he's got more and more popular, I think he's like almost gained too high an opinion of himself. This is obviously my view from the outside, as I don't know the inner workings of Riot and what's gone in between them, but I do feel like he values himself really high, as if he's almost above like any of the other casters, which I think you find with, even though with Riot employees say, I don't know, like Quickshot and everything, obviously they do cater to the Riot type audience and try to provide a way in for newer players to watch the game and get interested in it through that. I still feel they are more humble about their art and craft of casting compared to MonteCristo, who would seem to value himself above all the others. He doesn't really value entertainment as much as, say, knowledge on the game and everything and insight, whereas some people would obviously value the other way around, so they would much rather watch Freak cast the game and make his stupid puns rather than having MonteCristo sitting there and analyze it. So that's my opinion on MonteCristo anyway, and if you enjoyed this video, I'll do more opinions. If you want to list down below which type of people you would like to see opinions on, that'd be great. Thank you.